What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon White 2 Extreme Randomized Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we got our starter, aka Time the Dialga here on the layout. You can see him down there, big old forehead and everything. And we made our way over towards Flossessie Ranch. We did grind up Dialga, or Time the Dialga here to level 10, which he did learn a new move. He learned Leech Life, which isn't great. It's not great at all, but at least it's a stab move, and it has the capability of healing us up, which is really good. And in today's video, I plan to get our encounter on Flossessie Ranch and take on the rival. So that is what I have planned. I do want to say that I did battle that trainer with the Totodile, and I basically just needed a level up to kill him. I know that with him having Dragon Rage, it does 40 HP, but it was just I needed the extra special attack. Basically, is what I'm getting at. But let's go ahead and see what our first encounter is. I don't care if it's just give me something catchable. Muck. I feel like I have a long tenured history with Muck for some reason. I feel like he just always shows up. I know he's a Generation 1 Pokemon, therefore, that makes sense, but... Alright, he resists Bug, so I don't know what typing he is off the top of my head. He also resists Ice. Could he be Fire? Could he be a Fire type? He really could be a Fire type right now. And he's just waiting patiently. Icicle Spear. There's no shot that he's... I mean, he could be an Ice type, because Ice does resist itself. But he's got to be something else that resists Bug. I don't know. I mean, I'm good with Muck. Muck's a pretty good... I think he's got good special defense. He's got pretty good special defense, so... Ooh, he could be Steel. Steel wouldn't be... I mean, that wouldn't help against Fire, necessarily. But Steel is still a very good defensive typing. Still a very good defensive typing, and I really wouldn't mind having a Muck. Having another team member would be great. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, he's Pure Steel. Which means he's weak to... Fire, Fighting, and Ground. So we share a weakness in Fire, but we get a lot of resistances. I'm gonna name him... I mean, he's the weird thing is he's Goop, but he's a Steel type, and Steel type is hard, so what do I name him? You know what, we're gonna name him Goopy. I know that's not the most creative nickname. I normally go with Grimace, but I feel like I don't know, I don't think Grimace fits this situation. Careful Natured. Which, Careful Natured actually isn't bad because it raises his good stat and lowers a bad stat. But he has Illusion, which is interesting. Icicle Spear is pretty good for coverage. Dream Eater really doesn't have any sort of benefit for us. But Heavy Slam, I don't think Muck is that heavy though. I mean, we just saw his Pokédex entry. I don't think he's that heavy. Oh, let's turn it to National. Listen, it's going to take us a minute to get all the way to the top here. But I suppose I should probably put him on the layout, right? Kabutops, he should be somewhere right here. There he is. Yeah, he's 66 pounds. That's not good when it comes to heavy slam. Unless I'm like slamming something that's like under a pound, that's not going to be anything good for us. But let me go ahead and get ourselves Muck on the layout. I know I have a Muck PNG. This man has been following me for ages. Like, he's got to be somewhere around here. Yep, there he is. I was going to say, with the Generations Master Mode and a lot of the other series that I've done on the channel, he's always there. All right, so at least we got a team of 2. That's still good for us. I feel like I should go back and heal just to be on the safe side, because you really never know in a series like this. I'm fully anticipating our rival having a team of 6 in this fight, because I'm pretty sure for the first fight the randomizer makes sure that it's just 1-on-1, but like from that point forward every single important battle will be a team of 6 fight. So I just want to make sure that that is done correctly, and we're smart with going about our business. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to think if the strategy is to lead Dialga and Nasty Plot and just sweep everything, and then like switch train up Muck potentially. I don't know. I feel like that is the play, because I'm anticipating a team of 6 fight right now. So we'll see. And if so, I'm Nasty Plotting 3 times, and we will sweep his entire team. Yep, he has a team of 6. And he leads off with his WOOPER. Alright. Oh my god, it's level 10. Yeah, we got a Nasty Plot. We got a Nasty Plot. Gotta do that. Heat Crash. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, here's where the problems arise. So I know he's a Psychic type right now, but my thing is... No, we have to kill at +4, because his special defense dropped 2. So we're basically +5. He dies. Yeah. Togekiss, okay. It's also level 10. Sucker Punch, okay. Don't tell me the entirety of his team is going to be level 10. Otherwise, I'm going to be very paranoid with having Dialga out here in this situation. I'm going to be very paranoid at having Dialga out in this situation. But he will get levels, so... Silver lining. And besides, the more he gets levels, the closer he gets to learning better moves. Man has 2 Woopers. Is this going to be higher level? No, it's just the exact same. Interesting. Lantern, alright. As long as nothing like quad resist ice, I'd like to think we're okay. Hydro Pump, I mean that might do some... Oh... I was gonna say if it's stab, it'll do some damage, but if it's not stab, it shouldn't really do anything to us. Alright, level 13. Good on you, buddy. Oddish. We should definitely one-shot an Oddish. On what planet does an Oddish live? A +4 anything. He has to quad resist that. There's no way. Rock Throw? Yeah, good one. Catch that. That was actually super effective. So what typing is he then? This man had 2 Woopers and a Quagsire. I guess we get some practice on what Quagsire is before we have to fight him for the entirety of the rest of the game. So I resist ice. He's a fire type, which is great because that's the one typing that both Muck and Dialga are weak to. But he's dead here, so we should be good. Okay. I am really nervous about taking on the gym. I don't know if we're gonna win the gym at this rate. I'm gonna try to refrain from using rare candies to grind unless we have like team wipes. Like that's basically the only time I'm gonna use rare candies or anything like that. I mean, I suppose I could PK hex the levels too if I just need to. But alright, didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we're gonna put Goopy up front so we can get him leveled up. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself up. And I'm gonna run over here and scoop up this item. So I know it could be something good. Okay, a Chinchino. A Chinchino wouldn't have been... It wouldn't have been bad. It wouldn't have been bad. I mean, what... Luster Purge? I mean, that's not anything crazy. How much did I do? Nothing, because it's resisted. Gotcha. I'm gonna run then. Oh, I can't get away. I think a Chinchino would have been cool, because I don't use Chinchino all too much. A guard spec? Really? Ooh, I just realized something. The TM for... We get the TM for Frustration here, don't we? And Frustration is one of those moves that, like, most every Pokemon can learn. So with that in mind, yeah, things like that, work up and return. If those TMs are good, then we could have a move that we can teach to everybody, like, all the time. And that would be... that'd probably be really clutch for us, to be fair. If we really want to think about it, because... I mean, Dialga's not that crazy of a physical attacker. So it's kind of like... It's kind of like here or there with it, but if it's a good move that like Muck can learn, like if it's a really good physical attack that Muck can learn, then we're set. So like if we get like, for example, let's say we get like EQ, then that'd be really good for us because Muck can learn that, and that's a solid ground type move that can cover his ground type weakness. And Dialga would be able to learn it as well. Sorry, I just hit my mic there. Gear Grind. Thank you. That's a much better move. It's base 100 damage, basically. I feel like I should keep Heavy Slam, just on the off chance I need PP. But I'm going to get rid of Dream Eater because we don't have anything to put anybody to sleep right now. So we don't... Like, Dream Eater, there's no reason for us to keep Dream Eater. Like, zero reason. What? Did Herdier go somewhere back here? Probably. I haven't stated this because I feel like I just haven't gotten around to it, but, like, when it comes to, like, games that I just enjoy playing all of the time that I go and play it, this is one of those games. I feel like I've told this story before, and if I haven't, then, you know, I'd be surprised. But Black 2, White 2. This was around the time for me in Pokemon when I started to want to learn a lot more about the game. So this was when like I learned about there was like an app or something like that on the like Android and iPhone where you could basically create your own Pokemon and then you would get it traded to you in the GTS, so you can make it like shiny. It was basically like Pokegenning Pokemon into your game, but this was when the GTS was still working for the DS at the time. So I was basically playing through this game. No joke, I probably played through this game like over and over and over again, like 6 times straight, or like 6 months straight, with like different teams every single time, just so I could like learn how certain Pokemon worked, because some of them would be difficult to kind of get and some of them I just hadn't used before. Like that's what, like that method made me fall in love with mons like Gallade, Porygon Z, just things like that. So that was like that's where I basically grew into knowing a lot about Pokemon stuff. And also when it came to like releases, this was probably the first game that I remember like with like the community and all that, like being excited, like because I was like an active viewer in the Pokemon community for a while. I feel like I've fallen off a lot, especially once I started going into college, just because I had other obligations. But that doesn't mean that I don't consume content. I think it just means that like I still consume content and I'm still very much like a fan. I just don't consume as much content as I once did because, again, I'm an adult and I have my own duties and other things to focus on and worry about. But kind of getting this opportunity now, and while the series is going out as it's me being still a very, very, very small YouTuber, there's a lot of passion and a lot of just pride that I put into these videos because you guys see this. Oh my god, you have Moody. Okay, its speed rose sharply, but its special attack fell. That's fine. Leaf Storm. This shouldn't do anything to me because I'm a Steel type. And even then, it would have been resistant on Dialga, so I'm worried about this. But like, I have a lot of like pride in doing things the way I remember when I was growing up. And it sounds kind of cringy when you think about it, but it's like also like one of those things where it's like way back when you just never knew that you were gonna be able to do something like this. So I remember watching Leroy's Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play. And I remember stumbling upon this because, oh, that would have been such a good first encounter. Oh my god, that's disappointing. But it's fine. Muck is here. Muck's level 10, or 11. Almost 12, actually. And we're kicking ass and taking names. But, I remember watching Leroy's Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play. Or, well, walkthrough, actually. It wasn't a Let's Play. And I remember being like, I want to do this. And it was one of those things where it's like, you know, you can dub it the term of like love at first sight, but it was just one of those things that I knew from the moment I saw it. I was like, I want to do this. Because at that time, like, I was playing Pokemon a lot because I was a kid. And it was just one of those things that I saw and I was like, people do this? Because this was when I like had like a really like shitty like Acer laptop, and I would use it sometimes, like play little like games, but like, you know, it's a little laptop, so it doesn't really run a whole lot of stuff, or like PCs do nowadays. So I just remember watching like that for the first time, and I remember watching it because I was sick one day and I was at home, And you know the whole thing about parents saying like, "Oh, if you're so sick, you shouldn't be doing anything except resting up." And while that argument is fair, especially in today's day and age, I'm not sitting in my bed, on my couch, wherever I am with me being sick and not doing anything. Because that's miserable. Mud bomb. You know what? Because that covers our fire and rock weakness, I'm not even mad about that. In fact, I'm actually going to teach that to Dialga over bulk up. I'm going to teach him that over bulk up because I really don't want to bulk up a Leech Life right now. And I guess if I'm lucky, I can find Heart Scales at a secondary mart at some point. So, but yeah, I remember seeing Leroy's Pokemon Heart Gold walkthrough, basically being like, I want to do this. And again, it's one of those things, like, if the butterfly effect, like, if I could basically go back in time and tell myself something, I'd basically tell myself that joint YouTube channel that I ran with my friend at the time, make sure you keep all the information for this, because what you don't realize is that once you get to YouTubing in 2021, it's a lot different of a game because everyone's trying to do it and everyone's trying to make themselves big. So you kind of have to, you got to play the system a little bit. And while what I might be doing isn't necessarily like playing the system, and what I might be doing to many people is something you could probably call generic, and that's not entirely wrong. I think that, like, just finding your own audience works. Now, is there going to be a point where I would like to potentially be in the big leagues, like some of the people that I look up to, and like some of the references that you guys see in like my nicknames and stuff like that? Oh, hell yeah. If I meet any of the people that I watched growing up, or if I should say, if I meet most of the people I watched growing up in the Pokemon community today, and would basically tell them like when I started watching them, and you know, I know the whole thing like with what they say is like, oh, you shouldn't look at them as like your idol, or like you shouldn't give them that higher like feeling of status, because they're a person just like me. And I feel like I have also put those words on to other people who might stumble upon this and are like, oh my god, you know, you're so cool for doing this. I feel like I wouldn't be able to help myself because, like, especially with a guy like Game Boy Luke, you probably have heard his name before, especially in the Pokemon community. He's one of the people who have been around the community the longest. And with a guy like him, I remember watching him when X and Y first dropped. X and Y dropped in 2013. And I know if I go up and tell him that, he'd probably flip his lid in the sense of like, that's such a long time ago. But like, even then, to think about it, I was 13 when I started watching him, and I am 21 now. And to think, like, when I started watching Leroy's Heart Gold Let's Play, I was 11. Like, it's just those things like that I just sit down and I think about, and I'm like, that's insane to think about, that I've been sort of in this universe for that long. And whilst I'm not necessarily having that same success as others are right now, I'm not gonna be like upset about that. I'm just, you know, I'm one of those people, like, if something like that blows up for me, I would be like, I don't even know what to think. Like, I still think back to the fact that even just a month ago, I had my most viewed video was, I think it was one of my Call of Duty videos, or it was one of my Pokemon Insurgents videos with like 115 views. And with one random episode of my Brilliant Diamond Let's Play, my most popular video on my channel now is like 440 views. And that's insane for me to look at, because it's almost like, I don't want to say night and day difference, because it's really not night and day, but the fact that I just randomly posted a video and it was something that is in the loop, just, it shows how much that growth can just kind of come out of nowhere, and how many eyes just look on you. And that's a good thing for me, because it's like, if I do have that growth, and like suddenly, like next year around this time, what if I was at 1,000 subs instead of at 100? I couldn't tell you what my thought process would be, other than maybe this YouTube thing is more important than the time that I actually give it. Because the way with YouTube is that you have to stay on it no matter what. I'm not saying that, like, I'm gonna try to finish this tangent here soon, because the video is at 26 minutes now. I'm not saying that me going to college is a waste of my time. My thing with college is that that's the number one priority in my life. YouTube is going to play second fiddle to that, only because YouTube has not overtaken that priority, and that it can make me more financially stable than if I were to go to college, get my degree, and start with the career that I want to be in. So, unless overnight that happens, I'm more than likely sticking with just being me and doing what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm going to upload content because I want to upload content. I'm not going to upload it for fame or the views. I mean, sure, would the fame be cool? Yeah, but am I going to, cry about it? No, because every time I sit down and record these videos or do a stream or something like that, I'm doing that because I want to show something to some people, because I feel like it would be funny, cool, or informative. And that's how, especially with the Brilliant Diamond Let's Play, I try to incorporate a bunch of those styles in there, so that way, if people needed to see a video on how to catch a legendary, or if they wanted to see a video on like the Elite Four rematch, or if they just wanted to watch an episode of a game that they already knew about, but they just wanted to get to know me as a person, kind of like in a video like this, then you got it. You got what you're looking for. But on that bombshell, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button down below, because it would be greatly appreciated. In the next episode, we should actually be taking on the first gym in this game, which is going to be fucking terrifying, because I have no idea what level his ace is going to be, and it's going to be a team of 6 fight. So I gotta be mindful and hope that with our Dialga and our Muck here, we are pretty much good to go. But if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos. This should be Wednesday's video, and if you don't know the upload schedule, it is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then, yeah, if you want to check out more videos and stuff like that, go ahead and check out TikTok and Twitter. Both of those should be linked in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.